Hello everyone, how you doing tonight? A chill stream of Revenge, CPU versus CPU action. It's been a while since I've done a chill stream of this game. Me and my friend Swindoll and some other friends, Venom22, we enjoyed playing this game a lot back in the day. The hype behind this game's release was freaking awesome. 1998, what a great year in wrestling.
What?
Intro audio is a little bit off sync in the ROM here compared to the actual cartridge, but that's alright. Awesome intro. It said crash right there instead of bang when DDP did his diamond cutter. I don't know why they just didn't put bang. THQ pretty much knew the product of WCW and WWE back then. They made great WCW and WWE games, especially WWE. I think the only WCW game, they made like a handful. I know it was World Tour and World Tour, Revenge. I think a few others on PS1. The ones on PS1 weren't that great, but after Revenge, they went on and signed a contract with WWE, and made some great WWE games, starting with WrestleMania 2000. Starcade Arena, let's go. Reese, he was terrible. Sub-Zero reject Glacier. Jeez, who remembers him? I think if I heard correctly, Bischoff was a Mortal Kombat fan. That's why you had like characters like Glacier resembling Sub-Zero. And what other Mortal Kombat type characters were there? I don't know if Mortis and Wrath was one of them really, but yeah, that was interesting to hear. I don't know, I forgot who said that, where I heard that from, but yeah, I remember Glacier's big debut. It took I don't know how many months for Glacier to make his debut. Even Big Bubba Rogers cut a promo saying, I keep hearing about this Glacier guy. He's coming soon. Well, brother, come on if you're gonna come. Right? And then when he did, he made his debut on Pro Wrestling. WCW Pro Wrestling, a C show. Not Nitro, not a pay-per-view. Pro Wrestling. Wow, what such a letdown. I can't remember a build-up that was so high, a build-up that was so hyped up, and it was such a letdown. Yo, Henny, how's it going? As a WCW game is playing instead of ECW anyway. This game is much better than the ECW wrestling game. Imagine if THQ made the ECW wrestling games instead. That'd be so awesome. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, it was Acclaim, I believe. ECW Hardcore Revolution. Yeah. Okay, yeah, it was because they also made. They used the exact same engine as WWF Warzone and Attitude. Wrestling trivia, real quick. Today is 12 years ago when the Macho Man Randy Savage passed away. Rest in peace. And he is in this game. I'm sure he'll be out later on in the Battle Royal. Ooh, a double test of strength. Test your might. He got busted open from behind. That was weird looking. Fletcher's busted open too. Yep, Hogan in already. Yep. And there's a great kick by Reese. Get out of here. Reese gonna be torn to pieces. Probably here in a minute. Reese was a terrible giant. I mean, my goodness, man. Reese was a terrible wrestler for someone who's like a giant. You know, he's supposed to be big and intimidating and dominant. Not at all. Reese was terrible. Starrcade 97. That was a great pay-per-view. I can see another elimination here. About time. Here we go. Who's next? Oh, yeah. There he is. From beyond the grave. Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh, man. He's going after Hogan, too. Get him. Ah, come on. Where's the Macho Madness? Ah. Come on, Macho Man. Get up. His entrance music, Pomp and Circumstance. Every time I hear that music, I think of Macho Man. I don't think of Graduations. I first heard it when Macho Man came out with it. So then when I would hear people use it for like spoke them into existence, right? Speak things into existence. When I would hear the song play in other areas of life or in graduation, I would think, oh cool, they're playing the Macho Man's music. And I found out, no, it's not Macho Man's music, it's Pomp and Circumstance is what they used for graduation. And the Macho Man took that out of it, which I was like, what? If you think about it, that's weird. Like, why would someone of the Macho Man's character come out to that type of music? I guess because he's macho and he's arrogant, you know, and it's can be used as arrogant type music. I don't know, but that's not the first music I made a mistake on. The Nutcracker. When I first heard the Nutcracker, I heard it in Tetris. So when I would hear the music around Christmas time, I would go, oh cool, they're playing Tetris music. And kids were like, no, that's the Nutcracker. I go, what are you talking about? That's Tetris music. I play Tetris. I know what music that is. And they're like, no, Tetris got it from them. I'm like, what? What is going on? Glacier barely kicked out of that one. How is Reese still in there? Macho Man, get him out of there, dude. Someone's got a special. That's the spirit. Not anymore. Reese is still strong. What the heck? Glacier, thank you for getting rid of Glacier. Yes. What about him? What about Raven? Vote the Raven, nevermore. One of the people on the cover of the game. I loved Raven. His Even Flow DDT was definitely ECW. Now how about everybody gang up on Reese and get him out of there? Oh, double elbow drop, except that Macho Man did not connect. Elbow drop to the foot, that's weird. Come on. Randy, get rid of Reese. Tear Reese's to pieces. I fell. Come on. Yes, yes, get rid of him. No, Macho Man choked the life out of Reese. Yeah, he was ECW World Champ, but that's it. But which is still cool. But I mean, yeah, WCW. I mean, WCW. There was so much politics going on there. I mean, Hogan had creative control. I mean, jeez. He had to be Hogan or someone really connected to Hogan to be the world champion. I mean, since Hogan's in the company, who was world champion other than him? Sting, Ric Flair, Diamond Dallas Page, Macho Man, the Giants, which is weird because he was a rookie at the time. And after Hogan left, you had other people that had other opportunities. Jeff Jarrett. And who else? Well, after Hogan left, when Vince Russo took over, that title was passed around like a hot potato. Kevin Nash became world champion when Hogan was there. Goldberg. That was strange too, because Goldberg was his rookie year became world champion. So I mean, other people had chances, but like someone like on a lower card, like Raven or Jericho, who are awesome, but they weren't like top tier guys in the company, so that most likely was just not going to happen. Yeah, when that time when Hogan had left briefly before coming back, Benoit actually won the world title, but as soon as he did, he left and went to WWE. Yeah, Kevin Nash. It's kind of a shame, kind of sad that Scott Hall was never world champion. It's kind of sad that Mr. Perfect was never world champion. Mr. Perfect should have been world champion, at least in the WWF. Not so much WCW. After that, I didn't care about him anymore. But in the WWF, man, Mr. Perfect was great. Rick Rude was world champion, but that was in WCW before Hogan. Yes, get rid of him. Come on. The CPU, the AI in this game is not as sharp as in WrestleMania 2000 and No Mercy. Yes, right, Luger did win. Luger won. I probably forgot a few other people, but Luger did win. Won 1 week. That's all right. Oh. WCW really went downhill in 99. I mean, at the time I didn't care. I don't think nobody did anymore. But in 99, I like how Macho Man no-sold that. Good. In 99, you had... The heck was I going to say? I forgot. Oh, 99 was... It went downhill. Like, nWo just dissolved without any storyline. No winner-take-all storyline where nWo had to leave if they lost. they just disappeared. They just disbanded silently. And that was it. By the fall or summer '99, there was no more nWo. Like, I get it, because nWo, no one cared anymore. Really, it ran its course. It was what's it called? I forgot. I don't know what the term to use. No one cared about it anymore. It was stale, and so no one cared. But looking back on it, it's like, what the heck, man? Earlier that year, they kind of rebooted the nWo with that Ring of Polka Doom, and they all reunited together, Wolfpack and Hollywood. And then within a few months, they're just gone. Now, what the heck, man? It's like, what the heck happened? Well, there's a lot of things that happened. That company was a political nightmare backstage. If you've heard stories from Bischoff, and Bischoff said in August '98, when the product was still hot, he knew right then and there that the company was doomed, because he had a meeting with, I think, AOL and Time Warner. They were beginning the merge, and they told Bischoff in the meeting, you gotta start doing this, that, this, and this. Make it PG, kid friendly, or whatever. And Bischoff was like, you guys are insane. That's gonna kill the product. There's just a lot of messed up stuff going on with that company, man. But when WCW was good, it was good. But boy, in the summer of '99, things went downhill quick. Depressing year. Then they had a little comeback when Russo and Ferrara came along, because we thought that, there was new life, new hope in the company. We thought these two can turn around. I kept up with both companies. I kept up with ECW as well. Yeah, man, I already have the Peacock network, because I don't care for the network anymore, and Peacock censors a lot of stuff more than WWE did when they had it. But then Russo and Ferrara went out the door just a few months after they came in, and things in early 2000 was complete garbage. Even worse, it was getting worse and worse. And you had some guy named Bill Bush, who is now the president. Storylines were terrible, made no sense. Thank you for getting rid of Reese. Yes, Hot Rod, Roddy Piper. Yeah, ECW. Go back and watch that stuff. That's definitely worth watching. Probably not so much the very beginning. I mean, well, like the ECW I got hooked on was like from '98 on forward, because I didn't watch the OG stuff. I was on an ECW OG. No, man, not Macho Man. Come on, Raven. What about him? What about Randy Van Hammer? Terrible jobber. Get rid of him, Raven. He was in your flock. People that sucked were in Raven's flock, except Saturn. Saturn was freaking awesome. Early 2000 WCW was garbage. Well, the whole year 2000 was garbage, but early 2000 was worse. When Russo and Bischoff came back, it was interesting because they're back and they made a big deal of it. New Blood versus Old Blood, or whatever they were called, Millionaires Club. And it looked like they were going to make a comeback. Yeah, Scott Hall versus Justin Credible, was it? Or it was, I don't know how many matches he had in ECW, but WCW 2000, for the most part, was definitely garbage. It started being garbage again in June, July, when more controversy. Then Hogan got that. There was supposed to be an angle which turned real. Hogan actually did get let go. In my late 2000, Russo was fired, and WCW just really got, yes, thank you, was worse. And leading to 2000. I still watch it just to see what would happen, just kind of as a hardcore wrestling fan. But man, yeah, WCW. What a sad whimper. WCW went out in a whimper, man. At least ECW was still like selling out arenas and was still popular, and people still loved ECW. It's just that the money problems they had at bankruptcy is what ended them. Yeah, Billy Kidman I thought was pretty good. After he left Raven's Flock, it's when he became in his prime. He got in his prime after he left Raven's Flock. And in this game, he's in Raven's Flock. He is like emo looking, always itching. His shooting star press was called the 7-year itch. But when WCW was great, man, in its prime, like 95 through 98, man, dude. Even before that, like, I mean, I know during the Jim Herd era, it kind of sucked, but to me as a kid, I liked it. And then 92, 93 rolled around. Rick Rude was in WCW, won the World Championship. Ric Flair came back to the company. So WCW definitely had its moments, man. People talk bad about WCW, but there was a lot of great moments. Yeah, that last year or two in WCW really was garbage, but it was. But like on the network, go back and watch the good stuff, the good old days, the good years, man. They really had good stuff, good wrestling, and I mean the NWO angle. WCW was so over, it almost put WWE out of business. Zbyszko made Hogan tap out like that. Oh, Dean Malenko, here we go. The man of a million holds, the Iceman. And who was that? Piper already? Damn, Raven ain't playing around. Raven's like, I'm on the cover of this game. I'm going to beat everybody. Aki Man. Looks like, damn, what's his name? Suicide from TNA, Austin Aries, or whoever it was that played him. Probably shouldn't have said that word on stream. I'll probably get demonetized now. These battle royals are going to take forever, but that's all right. I got a decent amount of time tonight. Last night, after an hour, I just semi-rage quit Star Tropics because I was not in the mood for any BS gameplay like it was doing to me in that game. I'll stream that again maybe next week on Twitch, but tomorrow night is the premiere of Star Tropics, the Twitch replay. Check that out. I shamelessly plug my content in my stream. It's alright, it's my stream, I can do that. Zbyszko.
Well, you know, Tony Schiavone, I mean, you gotta be aggressive in the sport. I mean,
well, the Legion of Doom was not in this company at the time. They were in WWE. That stupid angle where Road Warrior Hawk was an alcoholic and he fell off the Titantron and almost died. Storyline wise, of course, but that was depressing and stupid to see. As Jim Cornette would say, it was effing foolish and didn't need to be done. That'd be cool though if they were in this game. Dang, oh man. Zbyszko ain't playing around now. Raven's out. He had a good showing though. Murkowski, look at this discount dollar store Buff Bagwell here. Zbyszko ain't playing. Zbyszko old school.
I wrestled in front of the Emperor of China, and you got to be aggressive, Tony. In the human game of chess, you got to outsmart your opponent in the ring.
When I was a kid, I thought his name was Larry Nabisco, like the snacks. Well, no, I thought the snacks was Zbyszko because his name was Larry Zbyszko, and I would be like, hey, that reminds me of the commercials. Zbyszko team. But no, it's Nabisco. Larry Zbyszko. Not sure how you spelled that. Zbyszko. His real name is Larry Whistler. Not even close to Zbyszko. I don't know where he came up with Zbyszko. I guess it's always pretty cool. Remember that feud he had with the NWO and Scott Hall? And then Dusty Rhodes turned on him and joined the NWO. That was almost as shocking as Hogan turning heel. Dusty Rhodes joining NWO, which didn't last long, I guess, because maybe just wasn't working, and or Dusty wanted to go back to being a face. I don't know what happened with that, but yeah, Dusty Rhodes turning heel, sold out '98. That was shocking. As far as everybody joining the NWO, other than Hogan being established in the NWO, Dusty Rhodes probably the biggest shocker of someone who would join the NWO. I mean, Macho Man, that was kind of shocking. Forgot who else? Yeah, the Dusty Rhodes joining, that was a big shocker. By 2000, I think by 2000 they were LOD 2000. Oh no, that was in '98 when they would call that. I think they were out by '99. They were out by '99. This game came out in '98 right here. Wait, I did too. What was I talking about? I'm not sure what you responded to. I'm trying to remember what the heck I was talking about. I was talking about Dusty Rhodes turning heel. Oh, you remember talking about the Road Warrior Hawk storyline? That was stupid. It's based off, I think, the problems they had in real life. They had Draws become the new Hawk. But what was even worse than that, they had Heidenreich become the new Hawk in 2005. Heidenreich. What a stupid character. I mean, it had potential, but the only thing I liked about Heidenreich was his music. Heidenreich. Oh, Nabisco. Okay, yeah. Heidenreich. His last name is Heidenreich. They were going to originally do some sort of Nazi storyline with him, but they thought better of it. I'm surprised, because WWE did a lot of shameless stuff, like Muhammad Hassan, terrorist attacks, all that stuff, which I didn't mind the Muhammad Hassan gimmick, but then they started, his character was supposed to be ambiguously terroristic, not full-fledged, have black people come out in black hoodies, terrorist masks coming out and so supposedly executing the Undertaker. And there's the wrong timing too, because they did a SmackDown taping when those bombings that happened in, I forgot what country, and poor Muhammad Hassan, he was Muhammad Hassan was really dealt with a tough hand in WWE. He was a good heel though. He played that character well. He's doing well for himself today. He's a high school principal, I believe. Mark Copani, I think is his name. He's actually Italian American, I think, not Arabian American, like Khajro Davari might have been. Yeah, WCW did the same thing with Scott Hall. I'm surprised they didn't have Road Warrior Hawk come in and team up with Scott Hall and, do something with them or something like it. Called them Beer Money before Beer Money in TNA with Bobby Roode and James Storm. But yeah, Scott Hall, yeah, they played off of that because in real life Scott Hall at the time did have alcoholic problems, drinking problems. He threw up in Bischoff's face. I threw up in Bischoff's jacket or wherever. That whole thing was stupid. My goodness, dude. Like this. Real life tragedies like that, they should just keep out of storylines because that's nothing to really. I mean, people just don't want to see that, deal with that. I know it brings a sense of realism, but come on. OG beer money, right? That ever been the OG beer money? Think about it. Scott Hall and Road Warrior Hall, because they want to put their alcoholism on TV. Okay. Brickowski, get him out of there. She's a Brickowski. Wait a minute. Our key man eliminates the living legend, Larry Nabisco. Oh, shoot. The Giant with his ugly ass is coming out. When he covered promo, all you hear was No, the Giant, though, was cold when he first showed up, man. He was with the Dungeon of Doom, seemingly invincible, destroying Hogan. Yeah, I was scared of the Giant back then. But after that, he started talking more and more normal instead of Hogan. The Dungeon of Doom. Who remembers that? Jeez. The Dungeon of Doom. Dungeon of Fail. Dungeon of Dumb, because that was dumb. But Sullivan explained why he did all that, because Hogan's character, face character in '95 was getting so stale, and Sullivan, as one of the head writers or whatever he was, had to think of some way to keep Hogan popular or for people to cheer for him. Yo, Lady Monster, how's it going? I think you were streaming earlier, right? Tears of WCW? Doing pretty good. Yeah, the beginning of WCW, he was agile. He was doing missile drop kicks and stuff, or kip ups. He was agile for his size. Then he started gaining more weight. I think Hogan got in his ear and said, "No, wait, brother, you're a giant. You don't have to do all these agile moves and stuff." He could have been much better as a wrestler, man. If just more entertaining to watch in the ring, if he was allowed to. If Hogan hadn't said that, or whatever happened, the Giant started gaining weight. I don't know if he's just not working out, he's lazy at the time, or they told him, "Oh, gain some more weight, dude. You're a giant. You don't have to move around." Even though Halloween Havoc '98, he had gained a lot of weight by that time, he still did a missile drop kick off the top turnbuckle and hit Scott Steiner by mistake. But he still did it. I'm like, dang, man. When he was leaner in '95. 95, 96, man, that would have been something to see. Like, if he did it all the time, like, just it became like in his moveset, just a kip up, missile drop kick, or whatever. He was agile for his size. He used to play basketball before he became a wrestler. I think that's how Hogan discovered him. Yeah, and WWE is a different company, but at least Big Show learned from better people in that company rather than WCW. I mean, WCW, especially toward the end and backstage, or Bischoff didn't want to give him a raise, and that's when the Giant was one of the people to jump ship and go to WWE, and Jericho did that too. And people were leaving to go in WWE, despite making a little less money. Whoa, there's a spin Rooney there. I forgot Booker T won the world title on WCW after Hogan left that same night. I was happy for him. Booker T deserved it. He really did. These days he's kind of become a corporate shill, but man, he was a great wrestler. The Harlem Heat. The entrance music they had, and when they were managed by Sister Sherry, that was good stuff. When Booker T was the television champion, in '98 feuding with Benoit and Finlay. That was pretty good. Remember Super Brawl '98, that was pretty good. DDP and Chris Benoit, U.S. title on the line, defended by DDP. That was a good match, man. Super Brawl '98 was good. '98 WCW, man. And '98 and wrestling in general was good. Then he beat him into submission. Not Dean Malenko, come on. Oh, there's Kevin Nash. Let's go. Kevin Nash, his model on here, his face, kind of reminds me of Dracula's model design in Castlevania 64 when he's in human-esque form. Kevin Nash is fresh too. Watch out, he ain't gonna play around. And Kevin Nash would not do that move right there. Brickowski's still in there? Get him out of there, man. Jeez. Get Brickowski out of there. Oh, the Giants beating the crap out of him. Well, if you're not going to get rid of him, at least beat the crap out of him. You know, it was Hogan's idea for Goldberg to win the world title. That was surprising. But Hogan, at that moment, knew when to strike when the iron's hot. Just like Dusty Rhodes did. You know, they were going to make a storyline, an angle for Kevin Nash, give him a different character called Kevin Hash. Someone that did drugs. No, I'm kidding. That wasn't going to happen. I just made that up. But wouldn't be surprised if Kevin Nash would have shot that down. He had enough political power to be like, no, I'm not doing that. That's stupid. I wouldn't be surprised if WWE made a storyline like that up for him. Especially when you're a young green rookie and with no political pull. Kevin Nash, huh? You're going to be Kevin Hash. You're going to be a drug addict. Oh! Imagine Nash did that in real life. Who would do it? I think someone did do a move like that in real life. I'm not sure. We see something like that in ECW. Probably by Mike Awesome. Oh, he might be out. Dang, man. Rakowski is like a cockroach. Get rid of him. Who has the special? Is it Nash? Someone's wasting their special. Come on, Nash. I hope it's Nash. Oh, man. Yes, do the power. Oh, you gotta be. Oh, lame. Oh, wait a minute. He's doing his back special. Okay. Back special. Back specialist. And Morty Seinfeld going to see a back specialist. The bum stole my wallet. I wish I had some Seinfeld fans in the chat. I know Zombie GLT1. I don't know if he's lurking or not. Probably not, but he's a Seinfeld fan. Seinfeld, not Field. Seinfeld. Gary Seinfeld. He's going to tap out. Yep, get him out. Thank you, Aki Man. ECW Man. Sick boy. You might think, who? Exactly. Raven's Flock. Sick boy. I don't know what else to say. Sick boy. That's it. Sounds like a Vince Russo idea, but it wasn't. He wasn't even in the company. Our key man looks like Pepsi Man. Pepsi Man! That's Pepsi Man right there. Oh! The Giant didn't forget when Nash dropped him on his neck. That must have been a pain in the neck. Uh-oh. Chokeslam. A showstopper. That's what we called it in WWE. Was his big show. Here we go. Chokeslam. Remember when he chokeslammed the Undertaker through the ring? That was awesome. That was when Big Show was first in the company's first year. 99, probably like the best time he had in the company. '99 WWF too was freaking awesome. Bring back CM Punk as our key man. Huh. Maybe in July when that new AEW show, Collision, I don't know, or whenever it's going to air. I'm surprised he's coming back. I mean, I think he's more injury prone now that he's older. He's gotten injured, 2 times so far in AEW and won the world title. But then he had that falling out with those guys, the Elite, or whatever they're called. In the backstage locker room doing that media scrum. That was a nightmare. But he's still a huge draw, though. His name alone can draw. As you see CM Punk, he's had a great run in WWE, and those last few years he was there, especially the 2011 until 2014. Early 2014 is when he left after the Royal Rumble. So 2011 to 2013, that's when CM Punk's in his prime. That's when he became the most popular, most over as a face or a heel. So his name can draw money, his name alone. That new AEW game, Fight Forever, is taking forever for it to come back and come out, but I mean, maybe it'd be worth it. Because I think isn't the same company, Ukes or whoever, I forgot, that helped make games like these, working on it. Oh! Uh-oh. Those polygonal turnbuckles. The limitations of the 64. Great system, but graphics-wise, not so much. But I mean, that's some great games. It ain't all about the graphics anyway. It's more about the gameplay, music, and storyline to me. Oh, Nash getting ready to. I think he's about to get a special. Nope. Oh yeah. Well, what the hell? Nash is busted open on Keyman. A little comeback there. Pepsi Man. Oh, he's out. Diamond Dallas Page with his taped ribs. I can't believe they put that as part of his skin, as part of his attire. Taped ribs. I know that he's wearing that a lot of the time to sell the rib injury, but come on. I guess I get it. Makes sense. But DDP, I loved DDP in 97, 98. And when he won the world title in 99, I was happy for him, but that's when he turned heel. And I hated that. And I'm like, no, they should have kept my face, man. Just became an arrogant heel. But he did it though, he won the world title. The Giant doing that taunt over and over again. Stop jumping around like a jackass. You're trying to look like an idiot trying to learn how to do jumping jacks or something. That match between DDP and Kurt Hennig in Starrcade 97 was pretty good. I think it's when DDP won the U.S. title. That's right. Ric Flair, sadly, is not in this game. During that time, he was out. He was suspended, had a lawsuit with Bischoff for no showing an event because his son Reed had a wrestling match. That sucked, though, that Ric Flair's not in this game, but that's alright. At least he was in World Tour. But man, it would have been great if he was in this game. Uh-oh. Who's the true Giant? Wait a minute. Oh. Uh-oh. I thought the Giant was going to eliminate himself like an idiot and just drop down with... And I can't explain that move. Grabs his head and like kind of slams his pulls his head down the rope and make it snap back into the ring, but then you eliminate yourself when you do that. Yeah, he did. I think he did have an alternate skin. If I remember correctly, he does. This might be his default skin right here. Default skin. Default. Who remembers in WWF Warzone where if you didn't name your creator wrestler character or whatever it was, it would say on the screen, Default versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. And me and my friends were like, it's Default! Look out! Here comes Default! The winner by default. Oh, Sick Boy's finally out. Good, get rid of him. There he is, Perry Saturn. Oh, Saturn's out of there. Wow. Oh, Barbarian. Oh, who else got eliminated? What the heck? Psychosis now. I guess the suplex stuff. Who was that in the ring? I forgot who was in the ring. Oh, Nash might be out too now. Wait. Oh, no. Oh, what? He's Dr. Jekyll. Dr. Dusty Williams reject here. It looks like Zangief let himself go a little bit. And what the heck? Test your strength. You're going to lose against the Barbarian, who's almost as tough as Ming. Psychosis is out. Kimchi, this guy's annoying. He's gonna keep going throughout the entire match unless someone eliminates him. Come on, Dr. Jekyll, whatever your name is, eliminate him. See? It's annoying. Remember, whenever me and my friend Venom would play this game, the Battle Royal match, and he came in, we all would team up against him and get rid of him as soon as possible because he was annoying. Get him out of there. See? Shut up. Yes, get. Come on, Giant. Chokeslam out of the ring. Chokeslam him through the ring. If he goes through the ring, technically is that touching the arena floor? Because it's through the ring, you're on the floor, and he's eliminated. I should have threw him out right there. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. There's a movie called Dr. Jekyll and Ms. Hyde, but I've never seen it. Barbarian is still fresh. See, that's just annoying. Dr. Jekyll is out. Here comes Brian Adams. Never cared for him. I remember him as Crush. Never was a fan of Brian Adams overall. But may he rest in peace. Sad though, 2007 was the year of a lot of wrestlers' deaths, not just Chris Benoit. Brian Adams was one of them, unfortunately. Here he comes, Sting. Wolfpack Sting, let's go. Indeed, ECW. Even though this game is WCW, it's definitely ECW. Oh, the Giant about to be eliminated. Come on, Giant, get rid of Ming Chi. Kimchi, whatever his name is. There's a Ming Chi also. I think it's a different character, that custom character in this game that THQ or Aki made up. Yes, thank you, Sting. Thank you, Sting. If you hear something in the background, I'm watching Mexico's live stream on the phone. The weirdest wrestlers win these battle royals, right? Yeah. Scotty Riggs. Wrestling is rigged. Here he is, Goldberg. Ah, Sting, you're gonna lose that. John makes him tap out. Here comes Ming to replace him. All Ming's gonna get revenge for his old tag team partner. That looked awkward. What the heck? I loved Goldberg back then, back in the day. Ooh, that looked like it hurt. Oh no, not Sting. Gonna be eliminated by, dang it, man, really? By the chairman of WCW. Oh, get rid of Chavo. Why don't you have 5 copies? Welcome to the stream. Bring Eddie Guerrero out here. Teddy, I was mentioning earlier that today is 12 years ago Macho Man passed away. Don't tell me Chavo is going to eliminate Goldberg. Thank God. Why, Teddy? Really? That's pathetic. Goldberg, how you gonna get eliminated by Chavo? Here comes Dr. Frank. Yeah, I had this, WrestleMania 2000 and No Mercy. They're supposed to make Backlash for 64, but they got scrapped. Dr. Frank, this is not the Halloween Havoc Arena. You're in the wrong arena. There you go. Thank you. I told you the wrong arena. That's why you got eliminated. You don't belong in there. Die, monster. You don't belong in this ring. Here comes E. Honda and Yokozuna's love child. He had to have been based off of E. Honda and Yokozuna, or maybe more so Yokozuna. No Mercy, John Kreese's favorite game. By the Parker, the chairman of WCW has been eliminated. Yes, hey yo, here comes Scott Hall. Yeah, there you go. Sumo Joe instead of Samoa Joe. Sumo Joe. Yep. I like Chavo's shirt, which is Eddie Guerrero's shirt. Cheat to win. heck no, you the fool. How's it going, Fear? With the Battle Royal going on for 300 years or whatever you said before this game, the long Battle Royals. Can you toe drag people? I'm not sure, Teddy, about that. Oh, yeah, you can. You can. I'm not playing the game, though. This is CPU. ECW mechanic. Yeah, ECW Revenge, fool. Really, outsold Zelda Ocarina of Time. 98, really. Maybe because it's around a little bit sooner, but I know for sure Ocarina of Time became a million seller. Not sure this game did. Oh, it did the Outsider's Edge on Ming, who of course kind of no-sells it. Fear ever streaming SmackDown 2 the other night, but that's the SmackDown I did not like. I like the first one, and then the third one, and then all of them. The rest of SmackDown games I love. Ming's eliminated. Dang it! Here comes Lex Luger. The total package. World Tour was great, but this one's so much better. World Tour is much better than Nitro on PS1, I tell you that. No, man, Scott Hall is out. Come on, it gets replaced by Lodi. Oh, come on, man. Really? Lodi's my least favorite wrestler of all time. Good to get Chavo out of there. Not the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Lodi. Get a Lodi this. Needs a load of. Come on, put the torture rack on him. I never thought about that. Is that what it's supposed to? Was it meant to be like that? I never liked this character. What the heck is a Lodi? Maybe that explains it. I don't know, but it's a horrible, stupid, annoying character. Another member of Raven's Flock. He was the sign guy. I guess stole that gimmick from sign guy Dudley in WCW. Who's Ice Killer? Glacier? Yeah, Conan the Wolfpack in this game. Yeah, I love Sting. Oh yeah, Undertaker was a beast in WrestleMania 2000. Yeah, Goldberg and Nash definitely, yeah. I think Goldberg was probably my main in this game. Sharpshooter on a bloody Lex Luger? Yeah. Yeah, sounds about right. Really, see if you can't suplex over the rope. Can't make it the mind what they want to do to him. British Bulldog, rest in peace. Good question, Henny. Bischoff was trying to buy the company at the time, but Vince, I guess, beat him to it or something. Oh, I see what you mean. Not Disco Inferno. Jeff Jarrett, maybe. Booker T. Maybe Scott Steiner. I don't know. Booker T, Jeff Jarrett, top two people I'm thinking of during that time. They keep turning around. Luke is like, listen, you idiots, pick him up like this. There you go. Yeah, Jeff Jarrett, yeah. Call TNA, Dixie Carter. Maybe Sting. Sting was like past his prime though. Scott Hall, I don't know if he would have came back or whatever, but thinking DDP, Booker T, maybe Scott Steiner, and Jeff Jarrett, yeah. Battle Royal's going on an hour and a half now. Mr. Fuji. They would have built the company around Lodi. That is true. Sting did keep going in TNA. I mean, past his prime, like he could still wrestle and stuff, but like, you know, as far as being like just, I don't know, he had his time, you know, as far as the top guy in the business and whatnot. So I would think, you know, let pass the torch, so to speak. The Great Muda's awesome. I'm glad he got inducted in the Hall of Fame. Tajiri versus Great Muta, that would have been awesome to see. Yes, there he goes. Eddie Guerrero, cheat to win. Silver King, El Dandy. Who are you to doubt El Dandy? I did not like El Dandy. I thought it looked stupid and whatnot, but they just made it look stupid in WCW. He's actually, from what I heard, pretty good. Sean O'Hare. Well, he had a lot of potential. Sad, though, he ended his life. Teddy Guerrero. Bulldog barely kicked out. Shogun reminds me of Quang. after this Battle Royal is when I'm going to end the stream. Bulldog finally out. Put up a good fight, though. This freaking Eric Bischoff reject here. Yeah, these guys definitely need to go back to the power plant. Surprising to put Sergeant Buddy Lee Parker in this game. Ricky Steamboat. Yeah, Ricky Steamboat was freaking awesome. Eddie Guerrero told a story one time. I know Stevie Ray told a story on his podcast. He wanted to fight Eddie Guerrero. Eddie Guerrero did something to make him mad. And Stevie Ray's like, get out the car. Get out the car, man. I'm going to beat the out of you. I forgot how it went down, but that was Stevie Ray talked about it on his, was it Title Match Wrestling YouTube channel, wherever he used to be on, did podcasts, talked about a lot of things. And he mentioned that there was one time where Eddie Guerrero really pissed him off. He was like, "No, man, calm down, Holmes. No, get out the car. I'm gonna beat your ass." Looks like he's doing it now. And Stevie Ray also told the story where it was, what was it called? That Battle Royal they would have, the Lethal Lottery, where Vader tried to bully or do something to Stevie Ray in the ring, and Stevie Ray retaliated or did something, and that pissed off Stevie Ray. And he said he went in the back in the locker room. He had a Beretta. He was ready to end Vader's life if Vader came through that locker room and started running his mouth. But Vader came in and apologized to Stevie Ray about what happened out there. So Stevie Ray calmed down. But Stevie Ray said at the time that's how messed up in the head he was. He had a Beretta. He was ready to end Vader in that locker room. Bone, how's it going? Last 3 people. Come on, Eddie. Please win. Then there was 2. Hopefully one of them don't drag him out of the ring. That's a cheap elimination. Come on, Eddie. Then again, as Eddie says, cheat to win. He might get cheated right here. Watch out for Shogun. Oh man, Eddie's in trouble. Yep. No, Shogun is eliminated. But he might win though with that. Ah, I can't believe that. Fake Eric Bischoff, construction worker, fitness guru here wins. Come on. Ken from Street Fighter wins. What a weak finish. Lame. That's alright though. Good chill stream we had. I appreciate you guys hanging out tonight. Thank you all for coming in. And Bone, thank you for coming by. But we're just ending the stream now. But thank you for coming by. And yeah, so it was fun to do a chill stream of Revenge again for the first time in a while. Hope you guys have a great evening. I am out of here. Have a good night. I'm Ronmower. God bless and take care.